Good morning, Ben and Kim. The last few days that we've been here in Plains, Georgia, the word that we keep hearing from locals, people who knew former President Jimmy Carter as he rests in his home here in Plains, they say he is compassionate, hardworking, all about service and kindness, and that he really listens to people. So we decided to talk to the Carter Center when he spent time not just here in the United States, but traveling the world. And at 98 years young, he is the oldest living former U.S. president. From planes to politics, the 39th U.S. President, Jimmy Carter, accomplished a lot even after he left the White House.
It was very humbling to travel with President Carter because here we're all in awe. He's a former U.S. president, had all kinds of access to power and resources to influence the world. And here he was showing that he was a human being and really empathizing and understanding local communities.
This is my vision of America. I hope you share it.
Dedicated to his faith, Carter led Sunday school services at the Maranatha Baptist Church in Plains, Georgia, built homes for Habitat for Humanity well into his 90s, and authored more than 30 books.
Primarily, he just wants to help us eliminate and alleviate human suffering, whether that be because of conflict or be because of poor access to health care.
From serving as a state senator to being Georgia's governor, former U.S. President Jimmy Carter was relatively an unknown when he made his White House bid. He used the train depot in Plains, as his campaign headquarters. But many experts say it was his time after the White House that actually gained him more popularity when he established the Carter Center in Atlanta to help monitor elections, eradicate disease, and help those less fortunate, not just here in the U.S., but also around the world.
But growing up in Atlanta, certainly, you learn a lot about the Carter Center and the Carter's impact on the world. And it sounds like after the presidency, he really has been able to take that time to blossom into a real power for good around the world.
Serving one term in Washington, creating a legacy for generations ahead.
His impact was far bigger than even his term in the White House. Of course, he did a lot of visionary things while he was president, but I think pushing things like eradication, pushing things like health as a human right, and really putting those things on the map for the common person.
And just to put things into perspective, the Carter Center says back in 1986, there were about 3.5 million cases of guinea worm around the world every year. Just last year, that number dropping down to 13. We are reporting live in Plains, Georgia this morning. Archit Seshadri, WSAV News 3 on your side.
Well, thank you, Archit. There's an outpouring of tribute, support, and prayer from locals in Georgia to prominent figures like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s daughter, Dr. Bernice King, President Biden, and other lawmakers.